Alright, here we go. So we start off with this preset save file and 0451 end up in Sarah's office and take down the elevator to the laboratories. And while we do this, well, we have a 6-minute intro cutscene if you would start the game like on the normal way. And yeah, I mean, it would be really annoying to like start your one with a 6-minute intro cutscene and then you fail the first thing and you have to watch it again. So we decided to load the preset save file. Also the codes are pre-memorized because they are always the same. And now we are in the laboratories. Let's pick this fire extinguisher because what we start with is one of the things we will use multiple times in this run, which is object clipping, and that's a really interesting mechanic in the game and in the game engine, because the game engine is designed to try to debug the player when it's stuck in an object. And what we basically do is we abuse the fact that walls in this game are designed really thin. So we throw an object into our player model, and that means that the engine is now trying to debug the player. And because the walls are so, that blew up, so thin that the object we throw into us is bigger than the walls, we end up getting placed behind the wall by that debug routine. Make love not war, by the way. Anyway, that's how that clipping basically works, and here we just wait for this guy to open the door, jump out of this fence and parse these guards, run here. They usually don't kill us, and here we are, finished prologue. Also, that jumping I did is on purpose, because what we do there, you can see it maybe now. If you look at my energy bar, there is my stamina bar, and I jump every time my stamina is close to running out, and mid-air I keep the speed that I had while I started jumping, but I can regenerate stamina in air, so that allows us to jump right before it runs out. And during mid-air we regenerate, we start printing right just before we hit the ground again, and basically we can do like an infinite sprint that way. And yeah, that's why I'm jumping all the time. Although what you might hear here is that this is not English, and yes, it's right, because this is French, and it's not just because we like French, it's because French is the fastest language for our speedrun. It's 15 seconds faster than English, and that's because we have audio dialogues in this game, which we call infolinks, and we have to wait for them to finish in order to progress with some missions or to access some objects in missions. And French is just happened to be the fastest language for that, for the speedrun. And yeah, also that was the longest dialogue we have in the speedrun, because we can cut out most of them. And we just got our mission to go to Sarah in the factory, and that's basically what we're doing now. And now we get 2 dialogue options, and we will choose very specific lethal and close range weapon to end up with a revolver, because we use a revolver for the speedrun because it's mostly one-hit weapon, and that was the next clip that worked really well. And yeah, we got 5 shots in the magazine, and that's why we switched to revolver, because in an older version of this run you had the stun gun, but that is really an old strat where we didn't even run on the easiest difficulty, which we run on now, and there it made sense to use that. But now we just use a revolver, because we don't have to reload after every shot. That would have been the case with the stun gun. Also, by doing that box clip you saw there, I skipped the guard trigger, so I could just run through the place there without having guards. And here's the next attempt for a box clip that didn't quite work, but that's in the GU because this door opens right away. And yeah, it just, yeah, just not so much time loss if you don't get it. And here we get another try. Okay, right code. Yes, that was the same. And we try again another box flip, and it worked. Here we jump over the boxes and then crouch behind these boxes. That basically makes these guards turn around, and then we just run around them. They don't see us and we don't get seen until we are in the last, yeah, part of the room where, yeah, it doesn't matter anyway, because if we would have get shot and lost too much life, we couldn't go through here like we did there, because the turret would kill us. So we have to be careful that we don't get seen there. And yeah, we just finished our main mission objective and are now heading back to the Serif Industries headquarters. But there's still some stuff that is interesting, because we'll have a little conversation, or we are supposed to have a little conversation with a guy called Zeke, and there's an interesting thing with his yeah, cutscene, because usually you aren't supposed to be able to save in a cutscene, but at this cutscene we are able to save in the right moment and load that save, and that allows us to disable its AI. Let's see if it works. And if that works, yes it did, we end up like here, there is no cutscene rolling, the guy is not doing anything, and we, yes, we have the possibility to basically mess around with the scripts and get some infolink skips. So that is what happened here. We had Adam Jensen not responding to server. He should have, but he didn't, and that saves us a lot of time. And we saved 18 seconds, which is cool. And we left Serif Manufactory with that. So back at Serif headquarters, we gonna talk to Pritchett. This time it won't be that long. And then we're gonna talk to Serif. Before we head out to Detroit to get our first augmentations. Yeah. Nothing more to say currently. For the dialogue options, it doesn't really matter mostly what we say. It doesn't matter if we say like ready for traveling with the helicopter to the next mission, but other than that, it usually doesn't matter. It just makes dialogue slightly longer if you choose wrong. So there are optimal choices, but it's not a bad thing if you take wrong one. You may get 1 or 2 lines more of text that we just smash through. So yeah. Except this, because if we choose the wrong answers in this one, we can end up in a cutscene. Well, it basically can happen with some other dialogues, but this is one of them that would have a really long cutscene. So we just smash through it, accept her quest, and then she will not talk to us, and we just don't do that quest. Just the fastest thing to just accept it and just don't do it. And we are now at the limb clinic. Limb clinics are where we get our skills, augmentations, or we can buy praxis kits, and we upgraded two things, which is sprinting speed, and this is basically obvious why we get that, and jump height. And with higher jumping we can do some really interesting tricks. One of them will be in this split, and there are a few more later on, but yeah, I'm not gonna spoil that. We'll see. For now we'll go towards the police station in order to do our next main mission. And casually, this is a really stupid place. If you are no pro at sneaking into things and places casually, this can be a painful place to sneak into the station. But for us, we just gonna use this rubbish bin and go through that corner, over the vents, shoot that guy so he doesn't have a conversation with us, and we entered the boat. Yeah, also I had to shoot a guy before I entered the police station because he has a shotgun, and when we leave this station everyone will be pissed. Well, obviously we shot that guy there and we are stealing things. But yeah, he has a shotgun, and if we don't kill him, it is like 99% likely that he will kill us when we leave it. And just run through here, ignoring all the officers shooting at us. We play on easy, it is, well, we can tank a lot of bullets. And now these guys are pissed, and that's why I said that shotgun guy would probably have one-shot at us. If not, the other guys would have killed us. And we head to Jensen's apartment now. I used the hyperstim on the exit. Basically, we can use these hyperstims here to get back some life, but if you can spare them, it's good because we have some backups for later in the run, and also we can do some risky tricks which require hyperstims in order to regenerate life later on. So using just one is something you mostly do because you just lose life. There's nothing you can do against it. So that's quite good. Especially because we got seen really early in the office. And yeah, we just activated that PC, which is one of the missing objects. And we now leave that apartment already to Dero Ballers gang territory, and that is where we're gonna do some interesting stuff. We will abuse another fact in the engine that makes enemies hear us where we started jumping. Basically, when we make noise and we jump and forward over a distance, the enemy will always think we are where we started jumping. So we'll abuse that to trick the AI a bit. That work. Basically, we run a bit that the guy turns around, and then we jumped over that two gang members there, as you saw, and these gang members have to start turning around. Dang it. Have to start turning around, and when they do, we jump straight over them, and they will not hear us because they think we are where we jumped, and before they can even turn around to us, we are already gone. Also, the AI is a bit locked, so when they turned around, they can't immediately turn around again to look for us. They will stay for a bit at the other position and look if we are there. And here we abuse that jump thing a bit. I placed the barrel there, threw a grenade under it, and by jumping at the right moment I apply the force of the grenade to the barrel, through the barrel, to us, and we boost our jump so that we can jump up on the roof there, and that leaves us with the skip of some fights, some guards, and we can instantly activate that antenna there. because we have some time over and we can meet them, we go into this room and pick up these mines. Now we are leaving Detroit. Enter female. Nice. Well, that's some time safe. Cool. Starting Ephema, I killed that guy there because later on we want to loot him, and I could kill him later on, but when I do now, they will not be. There are more people, and they won't be mad at me when I come back there. And here I just progress as usual until I can pick up this box. I throw it through the roof because roofs are only solid like from inbounds, so we can basically throw things through them from the side where we aren't supposed to be, so from ground, from the sides, or from the top like we did with this box. And now we are where we started. We flip through the wall, and here we are at the elevator where we end this level usually, and we now try to clip through here. Well, we can't really clip through doors, but we can clip in, and by hugging the door a bit, I can clip through the ground here. And I skilled the Icarus landing system, which is basically a fall damage canceller. It has a downside because it's really slow when you fall down, but that allowed us to jump down there and not die, because fall damage without that is a pretty pain in the ass here. Say hello to Barrett, and that was Barrett, and I messed up that timing a bit, but anyway, that was our first boss, or he was supposed to be the first boss, Barrett, but we play on easy difficulty, and every boss in easy difficulty is 3 explosive grenades or mines, and he's dead. We abuse that. So I placed 3 mines, spawned him, he was instant dead, and now I'm leaving. Yeah, and you can guess what will happen to the next bosses. Anyway, we are not there. Then there's more than just grenades for the bosses. Don't worry. We don't just wreck them. Lost a bit of time here, but that's not bad. We took a bit to clip in at FEMA. At the door with the elevator, but yeah. Still okay time, 24 seconds safe. But anyway, we go now to Seraph to talk to him, and Purchase asked us to talk to him first, but when we do, we get a cutscene and a long dialogue at Seraph, so we obviously don't do that. Talk to Seraph first. Here we go. Talk to him. Or basically mash through him. And Seraph. Now we head to Pritchett before we can continue to our next mission. Yeah, Pritchett, it's okay. We are coming to you. It's okay. Pritchett is a bit mad that we talked to Seraph first. But well, he has longer dialogues, and so sorry Pritchett, this is a speedrun. But now we are here to talk to Pritchett, and that's it. Everything we had to do at the headquarters, and we are now heading to Hangsha. And Hangsha is casually a really long part. But it's not speedrun wise. And you'll see why. In Hangsha we are supposed to do a lot of quests now in order to get some stuff and progress, and in the end we would get a card to the train station that leads to Hayang Medical, but we will get there in a different method. Can you guess what? Guess what we use? Yes, obviously we're gonna use a box. So have to be a bit careful with that one because that's a cardboard box, and yes, they can break pretty easily basically, but we know where we can throw them. So here, and this is a train station that worked nice, and we just clip through the wall because we don't have the card, and we activate the train station, and that was a gold split. Nice. Just got 4 seconds, but gold's gold, right? So we are now in Taeyong Medical, and first thing Taeyong Lower is basically just getting through the basement of Taeyong Medical, declines his quest and walk around him. Yeah, rips this guy, but it's faster. Sorry. Shoot him so that he doesn't start his conversation, because this guy would have a cutscene conversation with us, and by shooting him we make him pissed, and well, he then doesn't talk to us. And now we just go through this level here. Trying not to hit these lasers, because then some security guards with BLR, 2 bots, and this guard up here, which now just placed 1 shot in our back, and well, we don't care about that 20 HP. We just regenerated already. And yeah, that was basically Taeyong Lower. We just go to bigger elevator now, and then we are in Taeyong Upper. Well, no, not really. We gotta take one really important object with us though. On these ladders, taking my painkillers here, and before we enter this big elevator, we pick up this fire extinguisher. Can you guess why? I think you're guessing wrong. We're not clipping with it. No, we will use something different, and I save time here. Nice. What I skilled there was Typhoon, and the Typhoon has a really interesting mechanic, because the Typhoon basically is a 360-degree mine that explodes all around us. But there is a little fact that we can abuse. When we use the Typhoon, it slightly places us backwards and upwards, and that allows us to do something we call Typhoon clipping. First off, we jump up here. I close the elevator doors because I need them to be away. And now I bring this fire extinguisher out of bounds by swiping fast. And in this corner, I activate the Typhoon, and by doing so, and now being slightly placed back and upwards, I'm getting out of bounds and jump over that door, pick up the fire extinguisher, and place it here. And now it's getting interesting. I place a mine there. Quick save, and we do something like the barrel boost. That was the first fail, but just with a mine and a fire extinguisher. Let's try again. Nice, and we did what I said in FEMA. We can clip objects from the ground as well, through the ground as well. So we clipped us through the ground as well, and then we got stuck at the ceiling, and we ended up in a room where we have the elevator that we need to take up to the penthouse. And yeah, that's where we are in now. And we have to wait for it to arrive. Takes about a minute. Yeah. Good time to drink something. Wonder why the chat isn't working. Plugin is not showing anything, not even that it failed. But anyway. Yes, these elevators. But there's a longer one in the next clip. Okay, I spoiled. Sorry. But anyway, we are now in the penthouse, and I switched to my concussion grenade because I'll do some more AI manipulation now. Take out my revolver and shoot, and now the guards run out faster, and I throw the concussion grenade, and I shoot so that I can hit every guard, because otherwise these 2 guards here at the end would have a high chance to not be hit because they are still around the corner, but by shooting they go faster towards me, and I mostly hit all. And now I switch to the EMP grenade because there's 2 robots here that I have to disable, and you could fight them in a pretty nasty fight, or you can just use an EMP because, well, electronic devices versus EMP, yeah. People that played this casual and killed them with guns will hate me now. Anyway, I activated that sequence there, so Malik lands with her helicopter, sorry, and I picked up a candy below the landing pad. And now with the dialogue, I pick up this grenade and another typhoon ammo, and we are leaving Tang Medical, and we saved a bit of time here as well. Alright. Now we are in Picus, and we start off by jumping at that electric thing there, which has a little invisible corner where you can jump out of bounds, and now I jump over the fence here, which is a special place, so we end up in this room, and this is basically like the first half of this chapter. It takes this box, and now we have activated the funicular. Nice. First try, and I clipped myself into the door then, and now I'm in the door, and as I said, I can't clip through doors directly. Now I wobble around a bit, and yes, nice, and that allows us at some point to just glide through the second door, and we are now in this 2-minute funicular, which we would have waited for driving up 2 minutes as well, and now we just have to write it down. And yeah, it really takes 2 minutes. That's the other long elevator I mentioned, even though it's a funicular, or it's called funicular. For me it's a diagonal elevator, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we will ride it to floor 32 or past floor 32. So yeah, it takes a bit of time. Okay, floor 30, and we are close to the bottom. There we are. Save here, and jump over the lasers. Here we just run through because you guys already heard us. Pick up this box, and we do another clip here at that wall. Then to the next level. Dang it. Those guards are cheating. Dang it! Come on. Line. No, no. Guard shot my box away. Please. Oh man. Big grenade. Okay. Close, because the guards can kill me, of course. Now have to wait until I can access it. 8021. And we go to the next boss fight, which is Yelena, and yes, Yelena will die to 3 explosives as well. That was it. And yeah, we enter this floor to trigger landing of Malik, because Malik will start her landing and she will need a lot of time, so we run in there to trigger it, and then we pick up a bit of stuff here. And even though Malik is still there, we can't activate it, the ending sequence. So I still have to wait a bit, and now I could activate. So yeah, we pick up a bit of stuff there, because, well, we have that time and we get some ammo, some more energy, and now we leave. We lost a bit of time, unfortunately. That door didn't let me through, and we lost time in that last clip where we nearly got killed. And we clip here with a fire extinguisher again. We now skip 2 elevators and a bit of walking through the level. There's a possibility to soft lock there, which would set, but yeah, we didn't soft lock, so you could always still reload, but it loses time, so I'm glad we didn't. And now we just walk a bit through the level, and I should stop getting stuck everywhere. Barrel strats are overrated. I shoot that barrel out of the way so I don't have to push it away. That saves like something seconds, but it saves seconds and it's literally free. Except you don't have ammo, but we just picked up 3 ammo packs, so yeah, we have enough. And another box for us. I don't think I have to tell you what we're gonna do with it, right? Over the fence you go. Quick save here, because if we would get killed by these guards, we would have to do the level completely again, and we aren't supposed to be in that area. We just clipped around that barrier, and we now go towards the doors that lead to Seraph headquarters. But now something interesting happens. We are supposed in casual play to enter with the helicopter, but the game now gets confused because we entered from doors, and it just says or starts the sequence where we entered with the helicopter, and basically thinks we have done everything even though we didn't. It's interesting that these doors is active, but I guess there's a barrier. We aren't even supposed to be there, so yeah, they basically recycled the level, I guess, copy and paste, including the triggers. And yeah, so I switched to give me a challenge now. That's medium difficulty, because for the next trick we raise our chance to succeed with raising the level difficulty, the game difficulty, and we now leave the headquarters. And enter Hampshire once more. This time we'll stay a bit longer. That was a good gold split. Wow, I didn't expect that much of a time save. We skill Cloak here now, and I take Candy, and Cloak allows us to, yeah, now stealth through these guards here. And yep, nice. What I did here is I crouched, activated the elevator, and then I jumped onto the door frame. And by doing so, I skipped the trigger that would trigger a cutscene that we have to see during the elevator ride, and that also skips the dialogue that starts and allows us to get purchase dialogue way faster. And yeah, that saves time, and also it did work with the difficulty save to get melee killed faster. Yes, guys, I'm sorry. And that way Malik talks to us directly after Pritchett finished, and we can nearly instantly leave. Otherwise it could take some time until the dialogues finish before we can activate that door, because as I said earlier, sometimes you can't activate doors when an infilling is rolling. Now we get these interesting graphical glitches, which are fragments of our augmentation ships, and Yeah, we could go to a limb link now casually, that would be an option, but it's literally just that one glitch here and nothing more, so we don't care. So we just go to Hangsha, and here's an interesting fact. We are supposed to go somewhere else in order to progress with the story, but since we know where we have to go to, we can already go there and talk to the one that we would have to talk to later and activate the missions at exit Hangsha. Even though we haven't yet done anything else in Hangsha. It's interesting that we can do that just by default, even though it's no objective. So we have to go here and skip that scene and talk to him. And yeah, now we got the mission that senses of the Singapore, and I picked up a laser rifle there, which is, well, the most important rifle for the speedrun, I could say. You'll see later on, but for now let's just stay with it's an important rifle. So yeah, we now are on our way to finish the missions that gets us out of Hangsha and the Singapore. And we enter that area here by jumping over the fence, low here so we don't get seen. And we get our mission object in this town. Now this dialogue rolls, and until it's finished we can't finish the mission. So I have a bit of time here to fail stuff. Well, I don't try to, but it would be okay if I fail one here. Look here so we don't get killed by these guards and the turret. Insert this code. Wrong. That's right. And now we have to wait until the dialogue finishes. Nice. And that was another big time save. Well, I'm surprised with the amount of gold split. Anyway, we're in the Singapore, and now we look past these two guards, and we are now just going through here with cloak and ignoring the guards in order to progress to the next mission goal. And there is something interesting we'll do next. There would be another boss in this level that we would have to kill, but there is an interesting fact we can do here, because instead of fighting the boss we just clip through this wall, and now it's getting interesting. I crouch and go past these corners so that these boxes spawn, and that triggers the loading of the level below. And now we are outside basically we are not outside of the level, we are still in the level, but we are in a disabled level, so we are not. Sorry, I had to orient a bit. We are outside of the level we should be in, but we still can activate things here because we made that box spawn that allowed us to enter the door that we would have entered after the boss fight. So we basically skipped the boss fight by doing that out of bounds walking there. And we just skipped a complete boss, and yeah. With a really interesting way. And now we just activate that talk, go past these guys, And now activate this button and we enter the last chapter with a pretty decent time save, I have to say. It's looking good, it's looking good. But there's still a lot of stuff that can go wrong, unfortunately. So we'll see. Talk faster, Leo. Wow. 48 seconds time save. Wow. Nice. Okay. So I'm a bit nervous. We are in Pangea now, and we all have to see how it goes. There are a few tricks that can go horribly wrong, but for now we just run around here. And into the vents. Take out the room. Upcoming next is a clip we call Omega Clip, and this is a bit different. It's another door clip, but in this door we have to hit a loading trigger which is in the door in order to progress in the next level. So first off we clip into the first half of the door, and then come on, let's clip in, and then we use another typhoon in order to progress through the second door and to hit the loading trigger. We could clip around this door if we wanted to, let's see if that works. But then we wouldn't hit the loading trigger and everything would be invisible, and probably we couldn't finish the mission in the end. But that worked nice. So yeah, a typhoon through the second door, hit the loading trigger, and now we are coming closer to the end, and I'm getting more and more nervous. So after all that grinding, it's a pretty decent pace still. But yeah, let's just keep talking and just try to stay calm. Upcoming next is the Crazy Bridge. It's an interesting fact we found out in the code is called Star Wars Bridge in the goal of the game, which is interesting. We call it Crazy Bridge or Star Wars Bridge because there are these zombie guys that are crazy, and I can get slowed down by them, which I didn't. Okay, come on, ouch, box please. Thank you. Yeah, you see, a bit nervous. That was a good bridge. I fucked up the end a bit, but now I take this box and clip here, and nice. I place an EMP mine there to disable my landing system, because now I jump down right when failure appears in the middle, and I land at an invisible floor. And now I'm entering the end boss. And as I said earlier, the laser rifle is a really important rifle, because this boss is protected by bulletproof glass, but laser goes through glass. Yeah, I think you know what's going on here. And it looks like we got an EPB, so we killed the boss with a laser rifle. And we are now in the final room where we activated the dialogues, and we are now just waiting for Eliza to finish it. Dialogues! And nice.